USA Today Super 25 Boys Basketball Rankings. Arlington Country Day School, East Side, Centennial, Corona, California. Junior point guard Cedric Bearfield was the top scorer for the Huskies in 3 wins last week as Centennial moved up 2 spots. St. Joseph, Callaway, Lincoln, Brooklyn, New York. The Rail Splitters, led by Seton Hall signees Desi Rodriguez and Isaiah Whitehead, held on to their spot with 2 public league victories. Whitney Young, Chicago. The Dolphins, who won 2 public league playoff games behind Duke signee Jahlil Okafor, held steady. They could face number 2 Curry later in the playoffs. Our Savior, New American, Greater Atlanta Christian, Judson, St. John's, Washington, D.C. The Cadets faced 4 Washington Catholic Athletic Conference opponents and came away with 4 victories. Point guard Trey Campbell, who is signed with Georgetown, was St. John's top scorer in 2 of the wins. St. John's has a tough test Friday in Bishop O'Connell of Arlington, Virginia. Prime Prep Academy, Finlay College Prep, Arsenal Tech, Indianapolis. The Titans stayed at number 12 as power forward Trey Lyles, who has signed with Kentucky, had 38 points and 15 rebounds in a defeat of Pike of Indianapolis. Loyola, St. Edward, Lakewood, Ohio. Led by senior small forward Marsalis Hamilton, the Eagles survived their lone test, defeating St. Ignatius of Cleveland in overtime. Oak Hill, La Lumiere, Huntington St. Joseph Prep, Huntington, West Virginia. The Irish easily defeated Carlisle of Martinsville, Virginia, which was missing Tom Maker, a center considered the top sophomore in the country. Northside Christian Academy, White Station. The Spartans held on to their spot with a big 4-win week, capped by a defeat of Arlington for the county title. LaRon Black, who has signed with Illinois, was the team's most consistent performer. They have this week off, but open play in their district tournament the next week. Rainier Beach, Seattle. The unbeaten Vikings weren't tested in their only game, easily defeating Franklin of Seattle, behind Louisville signee Shaquan Aaron. Montverde Academy, Curie, Chicago. Led by Kansas signee Cliff Alexander, the Condors held on to their spot, picking up 4 wins last week in the midst of the Chicago Public League playoffs. They could face number 19 Whitney Young later in the playoffs. Mater Dei, Santa Ana, California. The unbeaten Monarchs survived a test from previously ranked St. John Bosco, Bellflower, as Arizona signee Stanley Johnson led the team to a 10-point win with 29 points. Mater Dei plays 2 Trinity League foes this week in Servite of Anaheim and J. Serra of San Juan Capistrano.